stop scrolling, because the next 60 seconds could change how you look at money forever. There's a coin that looks ordinary, almost boring, that has slipped through millions of hands, and some versions are worth big money, not pocket change, not a nice bonus. I'm talking about life-changing value, thousands, tens of thousands, and in rare cases, prices that make collectors' jaws drop. And that coin is the 2000p Sacagawea dollar. Most people don't even know they've held one. When the Sacagawea dollar debuted in the year 2000, the U.S. Mint believed this would finally be the dollar coin Americans embraced. A bold golden color, a powerful Native American woman on the front, a soaring eagle on the back. History, strength, and progress struck into metal, but almost immediately something strange happened. The public rejected it. Banks ordered fewer. Businesses didn't want it. Millions of coins were struck and then quietly stored away. Warehouses filled with sealed bags, rolls untouched. And during that chaotic moment, when speed mattered more than perfection, mistakes were made, and those mistakes are where the hidden treasure lives. Let me tell you a story that still sends chills through the coin world. In early 2000, a collector noticed something odd about a Sacagawea dollar. The front looked normal, but when he flipped it over, the eagle wasn't right. The details were too sharp. The tail feathers didn't match known designs. At first, experts dismissed it. Then another surfaced, then another, and suddenly, the truth exploded. Some 2,000p Sacagawea dollars were struck with reverse design intended for a completely different coin, the Washington quarter. This was never supposed to happen. These are now known as the legendary mule errors. And here's the shock. One of these coins sold for over $150,000 at auction. That is not hype. That is documented, real-world big money. Let that sink in. A coin that looks like a normal dollar, worth more than many houses. Now pause. Breathe. Because even if you don't have that exact mule error, the 2000p Sacagawea dollar is still one of the most dangerous coins to ignore. Let's reset your attention with another jolt. There are Cheerios dollars. Yes, Cheerios. In early 2000, the Mint partnered with General Mills. About 5,500 Sacagawea dollars were placed in cereal boxes as a promotion. Most people spent them immediately. But here's the twist. Those early coins were struck from a different reverse die. The eagle's tail feathers are more detailed, more defined, more dramatic than the regular circulation version. To the untrained eye, they look similar. To a collector, they are worlds apart. An authentic Cheerios Sacagawea dollar has sold for $20,000 to $30,000. Depending on condition, that's life-changing value hiding in a breakfast promotion. Now let me teach you how to identify what you might be holding, because this is where fortunes are made or lost. First, check the date. It must say 2000. Then look under the date for the mint mark. You're looking for AP, which means Philadelphia. No P? Walk away. This story isn't about that coin. Now examine the color. Sacagawea dollars are not solid gold. They're manganese brass clad. But some errors appear darker, lighter, or blotchy. Uneven color can signal an improper alloy mix or plating issue, and those can sell for $200 to $1,000 depending on severity. Now tilt the coin under light. Look at Sacagawea's face. Are the details soft or oddly sharp? Do the fields, the flat areas, look wavy, grainy, or distorted? That could indicate a die deterioration error. And collectors pay serious big money for dramatic examples. Flip it over. Study the eagle. Count the tail feather details. On a standard coin, the feathers are smoother. On rare early strikes, especially Cheerios dollars, the tail feathers are sharply defined with deep grooves. That single detail can mean the difference between $1 and a used car. Now check the rim. This part is critical. The edge should be even and smooth. If the rim is too wide, partially missing, or looks stretched, you could be holding a broad strike or partial collar error. These errors routinely sell for $300 to $2,000 and more if certified. Now let me reset your attention again, because this next part is where collectors' hearts start pounding. Some 2,000p Sacagawea dollars were struck on the wrong planchet. That means the design of a dollar on metal never meant for it. These coins feel wrong. They weigh wrong. They sound wrong when dropped, and when authenticated, they explode in value. Wrong planchet Sacagawea dollars have sold for $5,000, $10,000, even higher depending on the metal and condition. That's not luck. That's hidden treasure meeting knowledge. Here's what makes this even more suspenseful. Many of these coins came from seal bags and rolls that sat untouched for years. Estates, bank vaults, forgotten collections. People are still opening them today, and when they do, new varieties emerge, new errors are confirmed, and prices jump overnight. A coin that sold for $800 a decade ago might now bring $3,000. A newly discovered error can rewrite price guides instantly. That's how big money moves in the coin world. Quietly, suddenly, and without mercy. Now listen closely. If you have a 2,000 piece Sacagawea dollar, do not clean it. Do not polish it. Do not assume it's common. Cleaning can destroy life-changing value in seconds. Instead, examine it. Compare it. Weigh it if you can. And if anything feels even slightly off, get it checked. Because the most valuable coins are the ones people spend by accident. And somewhere out there, one more mule error hasn't been found yet. One more Cheerios dollar is sitting in a drawer. One more wrong planchet strike is waiting to shock the world. So here's your cliffhanger. What if the most valuable coin you will ever own is already in your house? Check your coins. Check your rolls. Check your drawers tonight. And if you want to stay ahead of the crowd, if you want to spot hidden treasure before everyone else, subscribe now, because the next coin we reveal could mean big money, and missing could cost you a life-changing value you'll never get back. You are a professional YouTube scriptwriter for a channel about rare coins worth big money. Create a full 10-minute script that is extremely exciting, suspenseful, and shocking. The target audience is US and UK coin collectors aged 30 to 70. The script must start with a jaw-dropping hook in the first 5 to 10 seconds that promises huge money. Include a mysterious backstory about the coin to grab curiosity. Reveal the coin's shocking potential value, from hundreds of thousands or even millions if applicable. Reset attention every 1 to 2 minutes with a new shocking fact, error, or auction story. Clearly teach viewers how to identify the rare coin, including date, mint mark, errors, color, and rim details. Include known error varieties and their approximate values. Use emotional, suspenseful, and inspirational language throughout. Include real auction sales or record prices to establish credibility. And with a cliffhanger or urgent call to action to check coins and subscribe. Use big money, hidden treasure, or life-changing value multiple times naturally. Write in a conversational, storytelling style, like you are speaking directly to the viewer. Make it suitable for a 10-minute video length, fast-paced, and dramatic coin to focus on. 2001 Denver Mint Sacagawea dollar. Do not include headings, sewell directions, or stage directions. Just a flowing, engaging script ready for narration. Stop scrolling. Because the 2000 Virginia State quarter you might have spent on coffee could secretly be big money. I'm talking about a coin most people ignore, yet some versions have sold for hundreds, thousands, and in rare cases, eye-watering 5-figure prices. This is not hype. This is hidden treasure hiding in plain sight. And if you've ever handled loose change, this story is for you. Here's the mystery. In the year 2000, America was obsessed with state quarters. The program was at full speed. Millions of coins were pouring out of the U.S. Mint every single day. Machines were running nonstop. Pressure was high. Quality control was stretched. And that's when mistakes slipped through. Virginia, the mother of presidents, was only the 4th state released, and its design, 3 ships honoring the Jamestown settlement, looked simple, clean, safe. But behind that calm design, chaos was brewing, because some 2,000 Virginia quarters left the mint wrong. Very wrong. And those mistakes are where life-changing value begins. Let me say this slowly. Not every Virginia quarter is valuable. Most are worth face value. But a tiny percentage? Those are the ones collectors fight over. Those are the ones that turn a pocket find into big money. So stay with me, because I'm going to show you exactly what to look for. First, flip the coin over. Check the date. It must say 2000. Now look at the mint mark, just to the right of Washington's ponytail on the front. P means Philadelphia. AD means Denver. Both mints produce valuable errors, but some of the most dramatic ones came from Philadelphia. Now here's where the story gets intense. One of the most valuable errors on the 2000 Virginia quarter is the missing clad layer error. This is not subtle. A normal quarter has a copper core sandwiched between two nickel layers. But on some Virginia quarters, one entire outer layer is missing. The coin looks wrong. The color is off, dull copper instead of silver. The weight is lighter than normal, and the surface may look grainy or unfinished. Collectors love these. Confirmed missing-clad Virginia quarters have sold for $500 to $2,500, depending on condition. In pristine, professionally graded condition, prices can climb even higher. That's not spare change anymore. That's hidden treasure. But wait, because this gets even crazier. Let's talk about off-center strikes. Some 2,000 Virginia quarters were struck when the blank planchet wasn't seated properly. The result? The design is shifted, sometimes dramatically, off to one side. If the date is still visible and the strike is at least 10% to 50% off-center, collectors start paying attention. Prices? Minor off-center errors, $100 to $300. Dramatic off-center strikes, $1,000 plus. Extreme, eye-catching examples, several $1,000s. That's big money for a coin most people toss in a drawer. Now let me reset your attention, because this next one shocks even seasoned collectors. Some Virginia quarters were struck with rotated dies. That means when you flip the coin top to bottom, the back design is twisted, sometimes 90 degrees, sometimes nearly 180 degrees. This is not damage. This is a mint error. A true rotated die Virginia quarter can bring $200 to $1,000, depending on how dramatic the rotation is. But here's the key. You must test it correctly. Hold the coin upright. Flip it vertically. If the ships don't line up the way they should, your pulse should spike, because you might be holding life-changing value. Now let's talk about the error that confuses everyone and tricks people into throwing away money. Die cracks and die breaks. During heavy production, dies crack. Metal flows into those cracks, leaving raised lines on the coin. On some 2,000 Virginia quarters, collectors have found raised cracks through the ships, cracks along the rim, interior die breaks that look like blobs or extra metal. These aren't scratches. Scratches cut into the coin. Die cracks sit on top of the surface. Values? Minor die cracks, $50 to $150. Major cracks or retained breaks, $300 to $1,000 plus. And here's the emotional part. Many people miss these because they don't know what they're seeing. They spend big money coins every day without realizing it. Now, let me ground this with reality. Auction records. Certified 2000 Virginia quarter errors have appeared at major auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers. Missing clad layer examples have sold in the $1,000 to $2,000 range. High-grade off-center strikes have crossed $3,000. And rare, dramatic errors, especially with professional grading, continue to rise as collectors realize how scarce these truly are. This is why knowledge equals money in coin collecting. And here's something most videos won't tell you. Condition matters, but rarity matters more. A beat-up coin with a spectacular error can be worth more than a flawless normal strike. That's why you don't clean coins. Ever. Cleaning destroys value. Original surfaces equals big money potential. So here's your checklist. Burn this into your mind. Check. Date, 2000. Mint mark P or D. Color. Is it silver, coppery, or uneven? Weight. Does it feel light? Rim. Any missing sections or extra metal? Alignment. Does the back line up? Design. Any raised lines, blobs, or missing details? Every one of those could point to hidden treasure. And here's the cliffhanger. There are still millions of 2000 Virginia quarters out there, unsearched, unnoticed, sitting in jars, drawers, old purses, and inherited collections. The next life-changing value coin might not be in a museum. It might be in your house. So here's what I want you to do right now. Check your change. Check your coin jars. Check those old rolls you forgot about. And if you want more stories like this, more big money, more hidden treasure, more chances at life-changing value, subscribe now, because the next coin we reveal, it's even rarer, even more shocking, and it could already belong to you